Today we are making a delicious butternut squash stew. To start, we're just going to peel our butternut squash, and I am trying to do it the correct way, where you're cutting away from you, but as you see, that did not work very well, so I got frustrated and just went ahead and peeled it the way I always peel it, with the peeler going toward my thumb. Honestly, I have never cut my thumb this way. Now I'm taking all of the seeds out of the center. I'm going to give this whole pot here to my chickens. They love these seeds. Now we are cutting up our huge candy onion. I'm going to be so sad when the farmer markets are done with these. They are so good. I'm getting a bigger knife because that other one was way too small for this super big onion. I am just doing a rough chop on this because we are making a stew, and it does not matter as long as they are bite-sized pieces. They don't have to be uniform. We just have a tablespoon of oil in this pot, and we're just adding that onion in there to get nice and soft. Next, we are going to cut up. The recipe called for 1 red bell pepper, but I didn't have any of that, and I had these little mild peppers that somebody gave me, so I just went ahead and used them up. They taste kind of like a green pepper, so it doesn't matter. It just calls for a pepper, so I use what I have. I always try to just use what I have. So I'm just cutting this up and adding it to the pot and stirring that all around. Now we're just going to cut these butternut squash into bite-sized pieces so they cook pretty evenly. That's kind of the goal, is just to allow them to cook evenly and just have bite-sized pieces so the pieces are not too big for your mouth when you're eating them. Now I'm adding a half a teaspoon of thyme and a half a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. Now I'm going to add 1 cup of chicken broth, and I didn't have any on hand, so I just used some chicken bouillon in a cup of water. Sorry if you hear purring. That is my Zelda rubbing her face all over my microphone. So now I'm just adding 1 can of black beans. I'm going to add that butternut squash back into my pot and stir it all around. This is 1 can of coconut milk, and I'm telling you, do not skip this part. It adds so much flavor to this dish. It's so good with that coconut milk in there. Funny story, I accidentally opened a can of condensed coconut milk, like sweetened condensed. Yeah, that's not what you need for this. You need just regular coconut milk. Then I added a teaspoon of red pepper flakes. Now I'm just going to put it into my bowl. I cooked that for about a half hour till that butternut squash was soft and everything kind of married together. The soup was really good. If you want to add a side dish, you can make brown rice and put this over top of it, which would be so good. I didn't end up doing that actually. I really like this soup. I hope you try it out. It's really delicious. This is Misty from the mountain. Have a great day, guys.